What is happening, y'all? Welcome on back. So we are going to check around for some quests. Maybe there's an escort quest I can do. Phantasms and Stout Undead. Okay. So a lot of these, and just as a general rule of thumb, anytime there's a kill X of X, I'm gonna pick all those up. I'm never gonna go out of my way to do those. That's just, it's stuff that gets done as we play the game. But we'll grab all those, and then we'll take a look at our quests and see what we got. Sir Robert. So we got an escort we could do. Where... Hang on a second, I'm getting lost here. Here we go, in here. Sir Robert has an escort. Setting globe. Where is he going? Warrior's Departure? Warrior's Departure. I don't even know where that's at. Let's just pick it up. Let's just pick it up. We gotta pass time until the trial goes anyway.
Soaked to the bone.
Warrior's Departure. This is from the main quest over here for me to buy the other stuff. Is it over in Casardis? I mean, that seems unlikely, but maybe? Let's just let's head on over there, and 'cause I wanted to go by there to pick up the other quests that are at the Casardis Inn, but maybe Warrior's Departure is like the name of that inn or something. We'll find out in a second.
Hello.
Yeah, it's definitely somewhere in this town. It must be like the beach side or something. We got no. I keep getting my so I've been playing a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I haven't been uploading it, of course, but it's just, JRPGs, it's like a 100-hour game, lots of side quests, lots of running around killing stuff. It's just the kind of game I'd much rather just play on my own and enjoy than stress about recording everything on it. So I've been playing that, but you know how like the A and B are swapped between Nintendo and Xbox, and it keeps messing with me. I keep hitting the button that's on the right, which is B on Xbox, to like confirm stuff. And I don't know what is it down below maybe? He wants to go to the beach perhaps? What is this? What is this waypoint? No, it looks like it's right here. Is it up there? Bro, where do you want to go?
Hillary's.
Maybe it's this building? Like, I'm not sure, because I've run over... That was the fisherman's house, this ain't it. No, wait, that's like somebody walking.
Why am I here? You're it.
What?
You probably find it no surprise that a man locked in the dungeons pleads his own innocence.
Alright, so that's a separate quest. Where the hell? Alright. Time to go to Google. Let's see. Warrior's Departure. Dragon's Dogma. Warrior's Departure is located northeast of the encampment. The encampment is between the Monoma Trail and Seabreeze Trail and Grancis. Alright, I think I know where we have to go. I think that's Monoma. Yeah, I think it's this little nipple right there. I don't know who the guy is walking around. Maybe I can interact with him after I wrap up this escort quest, but I think we're gonna end up just fast forwarding time at one of the ends, because once the trial quest is over, I'm trying to remember. I know it's like you have, so we did the worm hunts, right? And then we have a couple of quests from the Duke's guy. And then after you do those, I want to say it's like the set we have now, and then I think there's 2 more, and then I think that's when shit goes down. And I'm not going to spoil it, but like big story events. And then from there, we go back into the Everfall, we fight some stuff, and then I think we make our way towards the dragon. Given this is all like 6-7 years ago that I've done this, so a lot of it is me kind of just trying to remember and being like, I think this is right. Northeast of the encampment. This is the encampment. This should be it.
What's that?
I mean, there's not much else. Is this it? Is the stones? Yeah, Warrior's Departure. I don't know why it wasn't marked. Oh, you know what? I'm dumb. It probably wasn't. Yep, now it's clearly marked. Damn it. Whatever, we got it. Come on up, man. What are you doing? Get over here.
You are a saintly.
I hate the escort quests in this game. Nothing even happens. You just bring people to, like, this is like what I did with the beach one. You bring people over and then they just sit there and they be like, oh, beautiful. And they just stand for 20 seconds and then quest complete and you're done. Alright, so let's see what we could do. This is anything that's not a defeat or acquire. I don't think I have anything that isn't a defeat or acquire. I don't. Alright, well, let's go. You know what we're gonna go? We're gonna go. I know what we're gonna do. We are going up north to this. We're gonna go to those caverns that I saw that looked like they looped into the mountain and like under each other and over each other. We're gonna go check that area out and see what that's all about.
It is a far cry from the roads we're accustomed to, that's for certain.
I think it was just up ahead. Out of my way, spiders.
Seems this place is dogged by thieves.
And it's down Smuggler's Pass. Is it ahead? Let me... I don't remember if it was just past where I put the stone or before where I put the stone, but I'll... Yeah, this looks like it's just a thin little pass. I think it's back up. I think it was right before we fought the golem. So over here. Now, I will say, between this and Skyrim, you know, just messing around in older RPGs, you can just... They're really starting to show their age more and more. Like Skyrim, the problem was just how janky it was, like especially towards the end, like the movement. I'm just like, oh Skyrim, what is happening here? And the more time we spend in Dragon's Dogma, the more I'm reminded of just how little there really is kind of content-wise in this game until we get up to the end, which it's pretty crazy, to be honest, because Bitter Black has a ton of stuff to do. I don't want to say it's a roguelike, but there's certain elements of, like, you know, every time you exit and go back in, you could end up fighting different enemies, you could get different rewards. It's all about just like going through it over and over and fighting stuff, which is what makes it good. And this is, I thought it was this way, but maybe it's not. So Bitter Black makes things really good, like massive improvement over what the game had. Maybe it was back there. I mean, I feel like we've run pretty far and I'm still not seeing this. It wasn't this far up. Maybe it was right here. Teleport back. I think once we get to Bitter Black, things will be a lot more fun. Because before Bitter Black came out, the only thing you could really do is the Dragon, which this is like slightly spoilery, but we're probably not going to bother doing him at all in this playthrough. But essentially what would happen, it's right here. How did I not see this like a second ago? So the way the game worked is once you got to the end, you fought the dragon and you were successful. There was basically a second thing called the Dragon, and it was like a super powered up version of the dragon you'd fight, and it was a persistent online thing, so you couldn't actually just kill this thing on your own. Essentially everybody else that was playing the game would be fighting against it, and it would take like all the damage people had done over the course of like a week or whatever, and add it up, and whenever the dragon died or whatever, I don't remember if it was a week or 2 weeks or whatever. Point is, everybody did damage, kind of similar to in a sense how like stuff like the Sappy siege or the Kulptaroth sieges work in Monster Hunter, except that instead of having everybody in the same game, everyone was just fighting this thing on their own free time. And so when eventually you did enough damage to kill it, you got rewards, and then the week would reset and you'd fight it again. And so that's really all there was to do, was just fight this dragon, get dope loot, fight the dragon, get dope loot.
This looks interesting.
Whole place is just like locked. Just a bunch of stuff locked. This was not nearly as exciting as I thought it would be. Let's just head back to town. We'll head back to town. We'll force the timeline to go forward. But so yeah, essentially you'd keep fighting Dragon over and over again, getting your gear more powered up, and then they finally released Bitterblack, which actually gave some variety to what you were fighting. But it made all of the other gear, all the Dragon stuff, except for the stuff that was like completely maxed out, irrelevant. And even then, the super maxed out stuff, that would end up being irrelevant fairly quickly once you got to the late game Bitterblack stuff. 2 days remaining. We just gotta see if the quest does anything. Half your allotted time has elapsed. Alright, we're just gonna rest till day, rest till day. Fast forward this. Damn, someone out there really looking out. I mean, we already solved that issue, but whoever you are, thank you for that gold idol.
How did I perform?
Because if I didn't know how to use Cheat Engine to add one in, that would have left me salty for ages.
Are your travel preparations complete?
Oh, wrong button. Still 2 days remaining. I mean, there's stuff on the map. Oh no, this is just notice board, knowledge chair, notice board. I could go get a haircut.
Have your pick. What will it be today? Understood.
When I said rest till morning, I meant like the next day.
The verdict draws near. We'd best prepare.
Alright, one more rest till day, and we should be good.
A fellow. Just have your pick. What will it be today? Understood.
Fornival's inquest will soon begin. Let's deliver our findings.
Order! I will have order.
Alright, let's see.
This inquest has its conclusion. Fornival Frescobaldi, in the name of His Grace, Duke Edmund
Sounds pretty
Dragonsbane,
ominous.
the court hereby proclaims its verdict. Guilty. Whereas you have deceived your fellow man to sate your avarice, the court sentences you to life imprisonment. This inquest is hereby ended.
Dun 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 dun. That's what you get for having a dumb looking mustache.
Our task is done. Let us report our progress.
I mean, I know there's some stuff I could have gotten by making him innocent, but I ain't that worried about it. Though what I find funny is we had 3 statements of guilt, but they were from the kid, the husband, and the wife. And I thought we had 3 statements of innocence, but we did have the things from his house that showed he was doing shady backhand dealings. But I wonder if the 3 statements that we got from the family all counted like as 3 separate, like guilty, 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 or if they were worth like 1.5. You know, it's usually you wouldn't be like, oh man, the whole family hates you. That's 10 accounts of you being an asshole. Come on, man, give me new quests. Give me new quests.
Word of Fornival's verdict has come. 'Twas a fair trial and thorough. Justice was done. I am not without pity for him and his... And for you, sir? Many within the castle praise your bold deed. I have more tasks that require your...
Cover stolen
But
items.
first, the ring you would do with that ring.
And let's do the
Many
Mercedes
I have
one.
more tasks that require... I did, but... Can I ask that you would...
The Mercedes quest is pretty dope. But I don't know if we could knock that out in one episode. We could probably do the ring quest in one episode.
Good Aldous told me there's been sign of... Even should they escape sight, our villain had a guide.
I don't think it's supposed to bring me to them. I think it's a different level of the castle, like above. Yep.
I heard a report of an unfamiliar man seen within the castle's halls. They say he had the look of that sorcerer.
I like how they're not questioning me for just picking up and taking stuff, but... yeah, man. No idea who's stealing from the castle. It's a great mystery.
If there's talk of a sorcerer, it'll be Solomon, no doubt. I'd hoped we were rid of that rat for good. But the pilfered ring does bear a strong magical affinity.
I've worked with Salamet before. He didn't seem like a bad guy.
Salamet. 'Tis a name that calls up bitter memories. Time was the Duke held a council of magic scholars here in Gran Soren, tasked with ensorceling grimoires and trinkets. Salamet sat at the head of the council. His genius was unmatched, save by his ambitions. Once their research bore fruit, Salamet betrayed his grace and fled with the findings.
Oof.
He disappeared, leaving the corpses of his fellow scholars. I know not by what design he would reveal.
No, wait. Actually, the guy we know isn't Salamet. That's Salamet's grimoire. We gotta hunt down the necromancer. I'll come back for you in a bit. Her quest is pretty badass.
Shall we speak to a few more people? Pray we might find one.
Let's hear from some others.
Well met, sir. A sorcerer, eh? No, wait. There is rumor going... More than his dress is odd if he's hanging round.
Salamet is an
Quarry. I think Quarry is one of the few places no. Yeah, no, I haven't gone there yet. Alright, well, let's leave town.
He's oft been seen
Ancient Quarry used to be... It essentially like passes from, remember, it's the place I think it is. It allows you to like cut through here and you pop out like over here. It just allows you to cut through regions, but you still got to run through the whole thing. It'll be a full episode going through that place, but I know there is a ogre. And I'm trying to remember what else is there. I just remember there being the ogre that was there being like a really hard fight. I found him like super early and he just beat the living daylights out of me. So far I've only fought one ogre, but I'm not a fan of ogres. That's like the thing we fought when we were going down into the... I just forgot what it's called. Everfall. When we were going down into the Everfall, the thing that kept targeting all the female party members, that's an ogre.
I recall the north entrance offering safer passage. The mild weather year-round makes is well suited for human life.
Well, let's head on over. We can probably get there and at least start the quest, and then we'll knock out the quarry in the next episode. Episode after that, we can work with Mercedes.
We ought to be able to travel even further. Castle walls, or the ruins of such.
Running simulator, sprinting real far and all around. I don't know if it's true. Someone in the comments mentioned that originally the guy had the lead director for the game had planned on the world being 10 times the size it is, and it had to get cut just due to constraints. Could you have imagined a world 10 times as big as this, but without like fast travel or anything? Like if fast travel wasn't one of the things that just happened to get cut initially because of development, oh my god.
That was a waste of time.
Remember, you used to come here though. This is where, is it this guy?
Hello. I've need to travel south despite the dangers. 'Tis a fine waste of time. Do you mean that? But I...
This passage links south.
If you did, I think that's the guy that used to sell the berserk type gear.
'Tis a sorcerer we face.
Well, well. The Arisen, toast of all Grand Sorin. Does the work of all mankind's savior truly afford the time to go hunting petty thieves? If you insist on a game of cat and mouse, what say we see which role you'll fill?
Okay, dude, you're about to get destroyed. I mean, I could make it through that. That fire is not going to stop me, but whatever, bro. Let's explore this place a bit while we're here. There's all kinds of goodies to get, and I can open a pathway that will allow us to cut through. This is the gate we got to open, I think.
Stepping on that panel ought to open the door.
It'll be easier going searching this area now. Shall we return to Grand Sorin for now?
There's Ort here, Arisen.
I think that's the key I need to open the gate that guy wants open. A lot of ore and stuff you can get in here too, which is nice.
Shall we return to Grand Sorin for now?
No, we're gonna go through the quarry a bit.
take that.
That one!
Bro, get off of me. Oh my god. I definitely want to. I want to put Whirlwind back on.
There's no way we could have lost to that. Dead end.
Anytime.
I feel like pretty much any situation where I would use that spell, I'd be better off with just an AoE.
They're left exposed after a grand strike.
The attack. There's no way we could have lost to that. Perhaps the miners come here to rest.
They're left exposed after a grand strike.
If you lose your way,
Such narrow
but
holes
consult
ill-suit
your map.
combat.
Check this downward path. I think this dead ends, but I want to make sure.
Watch the ogre doesn't see you. I feel familiar with this area now.
Pull the lever and the door will open.
Alright, that's what we just opened up.
That's all.
An undead warrior! There, master!
What's this?
What is he casting? I'm just sitting here mining while they're like struggling to kill one zombie.
Help me! I'm dead!
That was effective.
That's all? Huh. Barely worth the effort.
This looks interesting.
An undead warrior.
I've learned a new way to fight their ill. Must be some stratagem.
Holy light inside this.
Yeah!
That's all. Barely worth the effort.
What's this?
Oh, that's the door we opened already. And this is a passage. I think that's the ogre. Well, let's wrap up here. This place is like we're only through half of it, so we'll focus the next episode on finishing up the quarry, and then we'll also follow up on Salamet's quest if we're able to. So stay tuned. Catch y'all then with some more.